Hi, I'm Chris Stokes-Reese, Application Specialist with Audioscan, and this will be a quick overview of the features and changes in the Spring 2016 software release. Audioscan offers no-charge updates through the website twice annually. The features added will vary by hardware configuration. Here we'll have a look at what for each model is new this time around. This release is version 4.6 for Verifit 2, 1.12 for Axiom, and 3.14 for RM500SL and Legacy Verifit VF1 models. Visit Audioscan.com and click on the Software Updates link for downloads and step-by-step installation instructions. For the Verifit 2, we have an extension of the new binaural test format, enhancements to the noise reduction test, 80 dB speech, UHA MPO signal, left-right display swap, native language speech passages, and the update to ANSI S3.22 2009. Axiom software includes monitorless network setup, 80 dB speech, native language speech passages, and the ANSI 2009. This time around, the Verifit VF1 and RM500SL will only see the update to ANSI. The Audioscan NOAA module has two new related features: RECD and audiogram public data separation, and the ability to store the audiogram with the RECD-only actions. Since its release, the Verifit 2 has featured a new design for the binaural speech map interface. In the spring release, we've extended the new look to other tests such as noise reduction, feedback manager, directional, etc. You can see here the new binaural interface, including the individual show-hide curve buttons for each test. The noise reduction test has actually had further development, including a new 10-talker babble stimulus and a stopwatch timer. Just like in SpeechMap, the test is initiated with the play button. This will capture the original response from the hearing instrument. At this point, the stopwatch timer will start to count up. Once the noise reduction has stabilized, the clinician selects the red Record button to capture the second curve. In the display for each test, you'll see the overall noise reduction amount as well as the duration of the test in seconds. As you can see, a similar interface has been implemented in the directional test, feedback manager test, and in multicurve. Also new for this release is the ability to switch between ears from the single view screen. Previously, this required a right click to bring up the on-screen menu. For those working in single view, this will be a time saver. The Verifit has always had REM speakers situated above the display screen. Generally, the client would sit facing the screen, so the left and right sides of the dual-view display were naturally on the left and right. With the new remote operation from the PC desktop becoming more popular, the reversed clinician view can make more sense. This feature, found under Setup, Speech Map, swaps the left and right so that the Verifit viewed on the PC will match the fitting software or NOAA. Another simple addition to the software requested in certain markets was the ability to run speech passages at 80 dB. The Verifit has always had a maximum speech stimulus level of 75 dB. Now we've added one more. It's still important to remember, though, that unlike pure tones, speech can have peaks at 12 to 15 dB higher than the stated overall level, which can have significance when testing near the client's upper limit of comfort. With increased offshore sales, we're now adding built-in native language speech passages. For the spring release, this includes Cantonese and Brazilian Portuguese. A request specifically for the German market was to add the new UHA MPO stimulus. This adds a conditioning speech signal before the tone bursts and also limits the tone bursts to only 5 frequencies. For example, here's the standard MPO signal. Once it's run, you will see a curve like this. The UHA signal presents the soft speech ISTS conditioning signal first. You can see the 5 measurement points as they hold the peaks. Once the MPO test continues, you'll see a curve much similar to a standard MPO, but only covering from 500 Hz up to 4K. The Axiom can now be added to an office network without the use of a monitor. This is significant as the most popular configuration for the Axiom is what we call headless, where no monitor is actually connected to the device. The clinician runs the tests remotely from the desktop of their PC. This is a good space-saving feature, but the setup always required a monitor to be temporarily connected during installation to activate the network. With this new feature, simply adding a text file called override_network to a USB stick and booting with it connected will activate networking and assign an IP address through DHCP. The address can then be easily found on the PC side using the scanner function in either the remote operation software or the NOAA module. This will work in the majority of networks. More complex settings such as static addressing can also be assigned this way. Details are in the user guide, of course. The ANSI S3.22 Electroacoustic Test Suite has now been updated to the 2009 standard. While this standard was not mandated by the FDA, it has been approved, so most manufacturers are publishing their hearing instrument specs using it. There are almost no changes from the 2003 version, with the exception that attack and release times are now removed from the standard test. Also, ANSI S3.22 is now fully harmonized with IEC 60118-7 for areas in the world that follow the IEC standards. A quick bit of background: ANSI tests were always separated into linear and AGC, as there were some differences. When the 2003 standard came out, these two tests became identical except for the attack and release times, which were only in the AGC version. Since these are now gone, linear and AGC have been merged into one test on the menu. The look of the test is similar. Simply couple the hearing instrument according to manufacturer's suggestions, set it to ANSI test mode in the fitting software, select the Start button, and then keep the room as quiet as possible. In the Setup menu, the test can still be reverted to 2003 if required. Finally, there's been a change to the NOAA module for the spring release. Generally, those using the NOAA module are using audiograms which originate in the NOAA database. These are sent over to the Audioscan equipment prior to testing. However, it's often desirable to measure an RECD and save that in NOAA as well. When preparing to perform verification testing where RECD is being utilized, issues would arise when the RECD had been saved without the audiogram. The previous workaround was to send the audiogram to the Audioscan prior to RECD measurement so that it would get appended as public data to the action containing the RECD. This extra step has now been removed as the module can automatically save a copy of the latest audiogram in NOAA with any RECD action saved. Also, the selection of whether to make an audiogram and/or RECD data public for use in other modules has now been separated. When pulling data from the Audioscan, there will be two selection boxes instead of one. In the Setup menu, the user can select what the default setting for either of these is. In most cases, the default setting will be desired, with the audiogram not checked, but RECD checked. Saving a public audiogram is not usually required since the fitting modules will always find the latest one in NOAA. But RECD that has been measured normally should be saved and made public in case it will be used elsewhere. In the download area of the Audioscan website, you'll find a list of what's new by product, as well as further support documents and videos. For any questions or issues, please contact us at support@audioscan.com. Thank you.